Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. There's a couple of things which are making news today, which I thought we'll touch upon, and Anand can probably weave them together and explain why they're all related to each other. The first thing is about BlackRock, Anand. BlackRock has made news saying in a very specific fund, they're pausing. They're not cancelling, they're pausing
Pausing withdrawals.
withdrawals. What has
That is
happened?
basically that means you're
The
saying
creme de
if
la creme of
so if you have put money into that fund, you cannot withdraw.
why?
So what was this fund? This fund was a REIT, a real estate investment trust, which was primarily investing in commercial space. And commercial space has been in serious trouble after COVID.
Correct.
Now the equity in this fund is $69 billion, and they have leveraged another 50 billion or something. So the fund's total size is about 110 billion. As Warren Buffett has always warned, leverage can hit you both ways. It can also
Very true.
expand, it can magnify your returns, it can also magnify your losses.
Very true.
Now, suddenly, what has happened is that's what BlackRock is saying. A lot of Asians are withdrawing money. 70% of the money being withdrawn is by Asians. Normally, Asians is an euphemism for Chinese. Only 20% of the total funds, average, not in this fund, of total funds, is from Asia. The balance 80% is from US and Europe. Now, there seems to be a concentrated withdrawal from China. That's what they are indicating.
BlackRock is in it.
BlackRock is indicating. So, this means two things that people don't expect commercial markets to recover quickly and they want to cash out. And only the Chinese invest in property. The Chinese government has forced lockdown and rolling COVID lockdown across 3 years. They're still not done with it. So there is a heavy liquidity crunch in
Crunch
China.
happening within China.
In fact, yesterday one group was trying to sell their Indian arm,
Correct.
Gland Pharma.
Correct.
So the Chinese are trying to take out cash everywhere.
Correct.
And also I read a report in the morning context which says that all Chinese guys, companies are selling Indian assets.
True.
Like Alibaba has sold Zomato.
Yes.
And SoftBank has sold PB, that is Policy Bazaar, and some Chinese funds have also sold Policy Bazaar.
Correct.
Alibaba exited with Paytm.
Correct.
Xiaomi and Vivo are withdrawing their
Correct.
money from the startup ecosystem in India.
Correct.
So the news is all over the world, Chinese people, all over the world, Chinese investors are withdrawing their money back into mainland China. And
Even
that's
in the
what
headlines, what I'm seeing right now says Chinese cities are running out of cash to pay the huge COVID lockdown bills because people don't realize the way China is governed and ruled. A lot of this financing is done.
very local government.
Yeah.
So overall, there is a big liquidity crunch in China. What is happening is the Chinese are withdrawing their money. Their stock markets are at an all-time low. The Hong Kong market is at a 25-year-old low.
Correct.
So the Chinese economy is in a big mess. Their property market has burst. So wherever there is some money, the Chinese are now taking it out. Now in the case of BlackRock, what is going to happen is because they are withdrawing the money, others will also be forced to join.
Correct.
And BlackRock
Fear
is not.
leads to fear.
Fear leads to fear, and you don't want to miss out. So you want to grab.
You don't
So
want to be, the music stops, you don't want to have
you
no
don't
chair
want to be.
sit on.
Yeah. So now everybody is now worried whether that fund is solvent. That's the problem. Now that is in the main theme. So there is a liquidity crunch in the market. That
And we
BlackRock.
don't know if there's a contingent in BlackRock.
There is a. We don't know.
Yes.
We don't know. I'm not saying there's a
Purely
contingent.
speculation, always, of course.
Yeah, but no. BlackRock has announced that this fund is in trouble.
Yes.
Now, marry this with another fact which is coming today that Binance has suspended withdrawal in two.
Because of this, he's claiming those tokens. What it says is Binance pauses withdrawal after possible token hack. It sounds like a very,
See, you cannot talk about it.
yes,
It could be a hack, it need not be a hack.
yes,
It's all insidious.
yes,
Maybe there is a liquidity problem.
could be.
There could be a liquidity problem. And already Nicholas Taleb has been saying Coinbase is running on negative cash flow.
Correct,
Normally, Taleb knows what he is talking about.
correct.
So there is a huge liquidity crunch building up in the crypto space
Yeah,
and in China.
true.
What this is telling you is that there is a shortage of money in China Like Fosun Group is selling land.
Correct.
Lot of Indian assets are going under fire sale. There's a fire sale of withdrawal from a fund, forcing that fund
There's
to
a deep,
pass.
huge requirement of liquid cash in China right now.
Yes, and government cities, city governments are running out of money to pay for
Yes,
supplies
because
in.
all these city governments are the ones who also through government have invested.
So there is a huge problem, one in two spaces in the world.
Yes,
One
even
is
today, the morning the headlines has broken saying the Chinese Grand Prix is cancelled, Formula One,
Chinese Grand Prix is cancelled.
which is a huge revenue generator for them.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what is happening is we don't know clearly what's happening in China. There is political turmoil. There is turmoil relating to COVID, and there is no money. So this they are desperate for cash. This is what is coming up. How it will affect the rest of the world, I don't know. Right? Now, at the same time, there is a global slowdown. China depends on exports to survive,
Correct, and it's a heavy importer of raw materials.
raw materials. Now, there is a problem in China in the sense that China is not, there's a supply chain issue. India has been saying that it will make up for the Chinese
Slowdown,
shortages,
yes,
slowdown. But it's not happened. India's exports are tanking,
correct.
and India's current account deficit is supposed to go back to 2013 levels.
Very true.
That's nearly 3%
Yes,
of GDP.
yes,
That is your exports minus imports plus money coming in from abroad from NRAs is still going to leave a deficit of 3%. It's not happened since 2013, which means that there is a general global slowdown. It's not China is not exporting, the rest of the world is buying.
correct,
The rest of the world is also not buying, and therefore exports of all countries are down.
correct.
So China being a more export dependent country will be in further trouble.
Correct.
So the Chinese economy is down and out for the count. The Asian economies will be down and out for the count. And if there's a recession in America, the rest of the world is definitely going to catch
Catch this
cold,
on. Yes.
catch this cold.
And like you said in the previous video, we shouldn't just look on US because US is a
US is a
unique
different
position because of dollar being the reserve currency
dollar being a reserve currency.
and them not requiring fuel.
They don't require fuel.
Energy independent and food independent. It's the rest of the world we have to really pay attention.
India is not food independent in the sense
Not
that you have
energy.
rice, but you don't have protein,
Yes,
you don't have cooking oil.
correct,
You fuel, you have to import 90%,
correct,
and we are not exporting enough.
correct,
America is not in that position.
correct.
This means there is a huge liquidity crunch. Wherever the Chinese are there, there is a liquidity crunch. This is what we know as of today.
So does it have a roll-on effect on places like Pakistan, Turkey?
It will have a roll on effect in Turkey, it will have a roll on effect in Pakistan, and to an extent, even in Sri Lanka.
True.
Wherever people are dependent on Chinese,
All over
larger,
Africa, this.
all over Africa, this is going to have a roll on effect.
So there's going to be some really
So the year 2023 is going to looking to be a difficult year if the Chinese don't rebound quickly.
rebound quickly. And for that to happen, they have to figure out this whole COVID, zero COVID policy.
And then there is the hope that Jerome Powell will be tightening is over
Yes.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He has said from 0.7 I'll bring it to 0.5. So he increases 0.5 couple of times. You are touching 5. And he is saying that we'll have to cross 5. So rates are going to tighten. Money is going to be withdrawn. There is going to be further pressure on the global economy next year. This is what I look at it. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, hit the like button of my channel. Turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified about the next video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich and will be obliged to you if you can pass on the word about this channel to your friends and relatives. In the first week of December, between 8th and 12th of December, I plan to be in Muscat in the Sultanate of Oman. Those who would like to see me in Oman can get in touch with my team. There's a WhatsApp number given below and there's an email ID also given below. So those desirous of getting in touch with me at the Sultanate of Oman, especially in the city of Muscat from 8th to 12th of December, can definitely contact me there. I hope to see you all in Oman soon. Thank you for watching. Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.